Hello and welcome to the show. I'm real excited to bring you this show today. I'm standing at a wonderful place overlooking the town of Sharon, Mass. At one of the highest elevations in Sharon, a place commonly known as Mount Ethel. This property is owned by the Trustees of Reservations at Moose Hill Farm. It's a great place, 350 acres of beautiful trees, oaks, maples, hickories, Atlantic white cedar, white-tailed deer, coyote, turkey, everything. This is a wonderful place to bring the family. Let's go take a look at the place. Let's meet some of the people associated with Moose Hill Farm. It's going to be a great show. Come on with me. The Trustees of Reservations was founded in 1891. They are the nation's oldest regional land trust and nonprofit conservation organization. They protect and care for important and beautiful properties like the Moose Hill Farm. The Trustees manage 100 properties across the state of Massachusetts for us to enjoy. Places to walk, relax, hike, swim, and fish. For today, I am here to film wild turkey and track the elusive white-tailed deer. This is a great piece of property here on Moose Hill Farm. I'm in the middle of this beech tree forest. Really beautiful. Great time of the year to be out here. You know, wild turkeys love beech trees. They love to eat the nuts as they fall. They really depend on the beech tree for the part of their diet. For thousands of years, the eastern wild turkey was a main food source for the Native Americans. And then in 1600s, when the Europeans showed up, the problem started. From 1600 till 1850, massive habitat destruction caused by logging and knocking down all these beautiful trees ruined the habitat for the wild turkey. In 1851, the last turkey in Massachusetts was shot. So for 120 years, there was not one wild turkey in the whole state of Massachusetts. And then, Mass Wildlife trapped 37 birds from upstate New York and released them in the Berkshires. Those 37 birds grew to about 500. And eventually, other birds were live trapped and put in different areas throughout the state. Now the state is doing great with a healthy population of turkey, continuing to grow. But it's a great bird. Let me tell you a few things about this bird that you may not have known. I'm actually holding the tail feathers of an eastern wild turkey. Beautiful colors on this bird. You can just take a look at those colors and you match them against the stone wall and the beech forest and all the maple leaves and all the oak leaves on the ground. It's a beautiful sight. This is a beautiful specimen. This particular tail, you can tell a few things by looking at this. First of all, an adult turkey, another name for that would be a tom, or a longbeard, or a gobbler. You can tell an adult turkey versus a juvenile or a jake, they would call it, another male turkey, but a younger turkey, about a year old. This turkey's about 2.5. This turkey was 2.5 years old. You can see the nice even arc of the tail feathers. If it's a jake or a younger bird, you'll have smaller feathers. It won't be as smooth as this. You'd have like this feather would be down here, and this feather would be cut short, but that's a beautiful display. Those beautiful brown and tan colors. Incredible bird. Incredible. The color is amazing. Now, the best time to view these birds is when they're going through their courtship period, which is February, March, April, May, the spring of the year. Now, if you want to attract a male turkey, you need to sound like a female turkey. And the way to do that is, I have a box call right here. You'll come out into the woods. You can come out to a place like Moose Hill Farm and sit out into this beautiful area and find a place where you have good visibility. And what you do is this is a little box call right here that I have. And it's very simple to use. You just push the button here. And that's what a female turkey sounds like. And it's really a fun thing to do, is to come out into the woods in the springtime. The woods are just starting to come alive then. They're coming out of the winter. You know, it's 7 or 8 months of cold, snow, zero growth, new growth. And all of a sudden you get out into the woods in April and you find yourself out with everything's coming to life. The turkey are ready to respond. The colors are changing in the woods. It's awesome. The colors on the turkey during their courtship, during the time of courtship, is truly amazing. They literally will change colors right in front of you. With their head will turn from blue to red, depending on their moods. But this is all you do. If you want to, you sit here on the edge, you blend in nice because they have very good eyes. So you want to, wear some earth tone colors and get behind a stone wall or something. You just put a call out. And that will eventually, hopefully, get a response if there's a male turkey in the area. Now, there's a few different characteristics that, that differ from a male turkey and a female turkey. So ones that you can notice from afar. And one thing that's unique to the male turkey is this right here, and it's called the beard of a turkey. This beard grows out as hair, coarse hair, that grows out from the middle of the chest of the turkey. And the older the bird, in most cases, the longer and the beard. Okay, so this is a good example of a good-sized long beard. It was about 21 pounds or so, 2 or 3 years old. And let me show you the difference. A smaller male, or a jake, as they're called, will have a beard about this big. Okay, so you see the difference right there. Okay, this is a smaller male with his beard coming off the chest, still full and nice and thick, versus the long beard here. Okay, the other distinguishing factor, or characteristic I should say, is, here's a turkey foot. Now if you notice here, you have the feet of the turkey. Okay, now they use these feet here when they're fighting, but mostly they use it to scrape up the leaves. They'll come in and they'll scrape up leaves and they'll move the leaves around like this, and they'll look for the bugs and the grubs, and they'll dig. So a lot of times when you walk through the woods, when you see an area that's kicked up like this, that's when you know you're in the right turkey area. And that's when you know to sit down and you blend in and you start making the turkey calls if you want to get a nice photo of a turkey or if you're out turkey hunting during the season. But the important feature here is this particular guy, and this is the spur. This is called the spur of a turkey. And this is what they use for fighting, and this is what they use if they're going to defend themselves. What they'll do is they'll rear up their feet like this and they'll attack this way. So you have to be really careful. Now there is a good example. That spur is about 3/4 of an inch long. And now I'll show you compared to the smaller bird, the younger bird. You can see this spur here is barely 1/4 of an inch or so. You see the difference. That's just an example. Now the females won't have those long spurs. They may have a little bump there, but nothing that's too obvious. So the beard and the spurs are part of the turkey anatomy that you need to look for to distinguish between a male and a female.